Vika, who'd you look up to growing up?
Well, when I started to play tennis, my idol was Steffi Graf, and you know, I really enjoyed watching her on court. She had so much, you know, determination, and she was always, you know, so focused that I feel like I have the same mentality when I'm on the court. And after, you know, I started playing, of course, you know, there was Roger and Rafa. You know, you cannot like those guys, and you know, I'm just really glad that I'm playing with the same era with them, you know, sharing those moments. It's incredible.
Did you ever imagine coming from such a small country that you could have ended up being the #1 player in the world and a Grand Slam champion?
I imagined it, yeah, for sure. But you know, when you're a kid, it seems so far away. You know, when I was maybe like 10 years old, I would think that I'm playing on those big stages, and then you think about the rankings, you know, top 200, and it seems, at that point, it seems something like incredible achievement. But once you start playing, you realize, you know, your goals and your ambitions change. So I always wanted to be a #1 player.
And you always believed that you would be?
Yeah, I believed in that.
Who's the toughest player for you to play against?
Right now is Serena, for sure. You know, we had a lot of good matches that didn't go my way all the time, just once. But it's definitely one of the players who really pushed me to improve and be better. Kim was the other one, and you know, when I beat her here last year in Australian Open, was definitely a big push for me mentally to go over.
Amazing match in 2012. You served for the match to win the US Open against Serena. What did you learn from that experience?
I learned a lot. I feel like from losses you can always take more things out, and you know, it was a great match, but there was also, after that, there was a clear picture that of something that you have to improve for me, and me and my coach worked on it, and you know, it's still a progress. So hopefully, you know, we'll have another challenge and another chance to play again.
You mentioned your coach Sam. You guys have an excellent relationship. He's had a very big impact on your game. Why does that relationship, that coaching relationship, work so well?
I think because we have a full trust. You know, it's I don't think of him only as my coach. I think of him as a friend. You know, he's a great listener, and he helps out with me not only growing as a tennis player, but me growing as a you know, as a person, and trying to, you know, guide me when I'm wrong. You know, and we always compromise. You know, he listens to me, I listen to him, and that's what I think the key for a good relationship is, that communication that we have between each other.
You project a very serious look before you go on the court and right as you play. It's almost like a boxer with the hood, listening to the music. Are you like that all the time, or is that just what you need to do in order to play your best tennis?
Yeah, I just feel that when I'm like that, I'm in my bubble, I'm in my zone, and that's what I need to do to perform my best. When I'm off the court, you know, I'm a little bit more relaxed, not that intense, and I change. But that, you know, fighting spirit, that's what brings out that, I don't know, the beast mode that I have when I go on the court.
Does that come from coming from a small country, a country that was competing and broke away from Russia? Does it come from the origin, that competitive nature?
Maybe yes, but you know, I love to compete in everything. You know, I'm a fighter myself, so anything I do, when I start doing it, I love to compete. But I think it did have an impact, you know, when you had to go through tough moments and fight for that one chance that you get to, you know, to make a difference in your life. So it definitely had an impact.
What were some of those tough moments?
Well, there were a lot, but you know, one example is I had to travel to the United States all by myself when I was 10 years old, and that's, you know, that's pretty challenging, and that actually, you know, helped me to be responsible, you know, to learn that you have to be, you know, grown up since a very young age. And when I was a kid, I was so attached to my mom and to my parents that, you know, once I started playing tennis, it kind of faded away a little bit, and I got to be an independent person. So you know, those tough moments when you have to make decisions just by yourself. You have nobody around, and I'm just really lucky I have such an amazing team to help me to go through that now.
So you moved to Phoenix, you spend time with the Javi Bulin family, an incredible hockey player. What impact did being around another great athlete have at that formative stage of your life?
Well, he was like a mentor to me, you know, and I respect him so much because I know he also had just one chance to you know, to become a great athlete, and he took it. So it was amazing to spend the time and learn a lot from him. He shared, you know, so many things that he had to go through because it's completely different sport, you know, different stages, but it's all the same mentally, you know, that you have to, you go through tough moments, you go through happy moments where sometimes your mind can just, you know, fly out to the sky and you don't feel the ground. So he really helped me out with that.
You seem like a very thoughtful person. You're soft-spoken, you're very intense on the court, but you do show another side of you sometimes, whether it's Twitter or Instagram. You show a lighter side there. Which is the real Victoria Azarenka?
Well, I don't think I have multiple personalities. I just, you know, when I'm on the court, I'm a fighter, you know. I cannot be all smiley and bubbly, you know, because I'm there to win and to show how serious I am. And off the court, I love to share my life with the fans, you know, to be entertaining, you know, because, I mean, some of the people, they just leave, you know, to see a tweet or to see a picture, and I just love to share my world with them.
What are some of the fun things that you do off the court?
I dance. I love to dance. I love to listen to music. I love to watch movies. We joke around all the time, you know, and fun stuff. I love photography as well. I'm really interested in that, and I'm learning more and more about it. So yeah, I'm curious in a lot of things.
Are you a good dancer?
Well, you just have to see. I mean, I cannot judge myself because it will sound a little too cocky, but I'm pretty good. I got some moves.
At some point, you were going through a tough time. You actually considered quitting playing tennis and going back to school. How tough must things have been at that point to consider giving up the sport, considering everything you had invested in it?
At that moment, it seemed easy because to give up is the easiest thing, I think, to do. And yeah, I thought I was going to go back to school, and my mom said, yeah, just stop kidding yourself because you'll be bored in a few days. And you know, I just realized at that moment, you know, where I had to figure out what I want to do, how much I really love tennis. And it kind of, you know, that routine that you have every day, it just disappeared. That fun that I had, that passion that I had, it just disappeared. And I got it back really quick, and since then I've just been really in control of that. So
your grandmother was also, or has been, a very important part of your life as well. She's been a big source of motivation. In what way? Every
way. She's the most incredible woman in the world. You know, she's so happy. You know, her life's been really hard, but she's been the biggest optimist I've ever seen. You know, she always has a smile on her face, and I love spending time with her. And you know, she's my biggest inspiration, to see somebody that happy when they have sometimes such a little things of joy.
Has she ever said anything in particular that has really resonated to you, that has really motivated you?
Oh, she just said, you know, your family will love you no matter what, always, and you just have to enjoy what you do. And it's so global that you have to enjoy what you do, but it's so deep in the other way that if you enjoy it, you do it better.